500 miles from the North Pole over Siberia, northern Siberia. I've not seen a sign of life in an hour and a half. And this is our wing coming out the bottom of the plane, and it curves up so high that it's way above the plane of the jet. I'm shooting out of a very small window.
Next.
Hello, Anita. I'm Glenn Marshall, California.
Hi, I'm Chris Marshall from California. Rebecca?
Chris Rathbone from Martinez, California.
Okay. Andy?
California. And now you get small and then you go up the building. Slowly, then you go across the building. There's a beautiful lantern. That's good.
Okay.
There they go. Oh yeah, look at that. That's good. And then all I have to do is this. Show the whole thing. Not far enough. Yeah. There we go. Okay. And here we are heading to do Tai Chi this morning. Tai Chi. Gorgeous bridge. Look at that bridge. And then the weeping willows up and down the river. It's quite gorgeous. And there they go. Oh God, they're going to take forever, I have a feeling. Chinese Qigong. There they go. Back to the motel. And look what they're looking at. That's even more important. Gorgeous. Gorgeous temple. Gorgeous bridge. Gorgeous everything. There's that.
There they go. Not biting it.
Little feeding frenzy here.
Oh, look at
Yeah,
that.
he got it, doesn't he? He got a good grip
Oh,
on
I
it.
gotta get another one with somebody to one sideways.
Kind of turn it sideways so they can see that it's a baby bottle. There, that's it.
Well, I know it. I gotta get an actual. I need a mouth, a big one. Oh, he's got his mouth. Wait a minute. Wait a when gets a mouth on it.
And here we all are, a little dock here.
He's almost got it. Let that big guy get it. Somebody get it with your mouth.
On a dock. And there are hundreds
that river in
of fish.
Thailand where we threw this.
I hope you're getting a DVD and not just a still shot. Well, folks, guess where we are this evening? We're heading for the China Opera House, one of the most famous in the world. Where they have the mass changing ceremonies. But I particularly like this color combination with the lanterns. I hope this poor camera is able to capture it. Quite nice. All go to the temple in the early morning. It's quite a gorgeous little trip here, as you can see. Lanterns. The kites. Cute, cute. And every one of these little inlets is filled with people exercising. Not Tai Chi necessarily. Ballroom dancing has replaced Tai Chi in this country. That's the Green Sheep Temple, and it's really quite beautiful, inside and outside. Here we are at the end of the temple, and here we all are enjoying that incredible dragon on the final building. We've gone through 6 temples now already, or 9 temples, excuse me, and we're getting to see. Okay, let me. Dangisha. How much did you give him? And then wander over to the archway too. So I get you over there. It's a gorgeous arch. And here we are at the end of the temple. Here we are at the new panda farm, nursery, whatever you want to call it. Much cuter than the other one, because you got these little pandas all lined up and everything, doing their thing. And here's the entrance right there. Oh, he's coming right at me. I hope he's friendly. He's breathing hard. Hello, baby.
Oh, now that's neat.
That was a good shot. I got it in motion. He's wiggling his toes.
Shoot, I can't find him now. Where are you? There you are. Oh,
yeah, he just splashed his little toes up and down. See that?
in a bath. Well, the back end needed a little cleaning anyway.
Yes.
I'd like to see him shake. Was he shake? Like a dog shake his fur? Nope.
My God.
See where she is now?
She's either sniffing or...
She's just sunning herself, I think. Anyway, look where she is. That's the roof. And she climbed up that pole to get on that. Needless to say, we're in the tea picking expedition. Heading up the hill. Here's the local workers. I will zoom in on them. And the whole side of the mountain is just tea bushes as far as the eye can see. Here comes the troops, or the last of them. Little smile here. There you go. Look where we are, for God's sake. What a view. Here we are, all of the tea pickers in action here. After about a half hour, we have enough to make 1 cup of tea. Our guide has 2 cups of tea himself already, and 9 of us got 1 cup. Whoa! 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 Look at that! Hold still. Where'd it go? Look at that! Whoa!
Look at that!
And he was
Okay, here is the man firing the tea that we gathered, and the temperature there is quite hot. They have 1/4-inch calluses on their fingertips, and the thing that fascinates me most is that circular crystal chandelier. Would you call that a chandelier? What would you call that thing? Okay. It's just 1 string per 1 piece of glass. Perfectly positioned. I mean, look at the calculation that must have gone into that. Here we go. Across the river to see the largest statue of Maitreya Buddha on the earth. We're getting close. I got his fingers. His fingers. I only see his fingers. This is obviously the introspective Buddha. Yeah, no big smile. Totally turned within. I prefer the playful Buddha myself. Go here. And it's hard to get a good shot because the boat's bouncing up and down. Could use a good fingernail polish, I think. Look what it's all come down to. Mahjong, for God's sakes. Mahjong. See? That's the 1 table. We got 2 tables. For Rebecca, that is. That's her biggest night. And we have our comedian, resident comedian. That's good. And here we all are. Just had a wonderful day playing Mahjong. We came 14,000 miles to play Mahjong. Now we have see no evil, hear no evil, and speak no evil, and evil. We're about to touch down in Lijiang, and we've been flying for an hour and a half, and shoot group, but I'm not going to do it. It's one at a time at the center of Lijiang. Everybody say cheese. Oh, all right. There you go. Okay, now it's cheese time. Great shot. Great shot. I guess that's our idea of tenderizing meat. This in your life? I mean, look at that. That's unbelievable.
Hey, oh my gosh, how cute.
We're shooting one of the more picturesque shots to be had. You can see the mountains out there peeking through the clouds. We haven't seen them too often recently because of the cloud cover. But things are returning to normal here. And we're on a bridge. There they are. Rebecca in the lead, of course. There they are.
现在水全部气化啊，这个到眼前看不到了，明显。要按玉龙水它离这里15公里的玉龙水它的倒影的前面那个流水的直面，强行出来的停开水线。然后我们一般会上开个小包车，这里的最佳位置。开个号码。
There's the rest of the Black Dragon Pond. Shit. And I'm over here at the entrance. There it is. Black Dragon Pond. But it's a gorgeous panorama of the whole city of Lijiang.
哦，你看我这大概意思就是，好像最撤的撤的。Pretty impressive. Wow.
Yeah. Like a sea of rooftops.
Never in my life seen.
So much packed into a small area, right? Here you are. And there's the temple. We finally reached the temple at the height of the mountain of Lijiang. And we're going to go up and beat on the drums for a while now. There we go. There goes the ring.
Here it comes.
Okay, one more.
You can just leave go of it. It does better when you leave go.
It's pushed. It's pushed.
Okay. Okay, into the cone of silence. Get ready?
Yep. Oh, that was pathetic. To know who it is. There we go. Okay, it's you.
There you go. 1, 2, 3.
Should have got the face first. This is good enough. So they'll figure it out.
I'm shooting. All right. I got you, Glenn.
1,
hat out of the
2,
way.
3.
All right.
Okay, ready?
Yes. Then do fast ones or something. Recording. No.
Alright. Set 6.
That's 6. You got to go to 9. 7, 8, 9. That. I got an open window here, so it's clearer. Another open window coming up. It gets a lot clearer. Is this incredible town or what? There's the bottom of the temple right there. We walked up that way to get here. The temple entrance and the major part of the city right there. And here we are. Here we are back where I started at that distant temple. There it is. So far I can't even see it with my naked eye. Taking off from them. This time I'm going to hover the drone over the pond down here. There you go. Matter of fact, I think I'll have it dive into the pond again where the fish are, see if there's any fish. Doesn't seem to be any. Alright, now we back up and we're going to go right through this window where me and the drone are. There you go. Plunk. Right in my lap. Just stopped the bus for this incredible view. We're on our way to a Nashi village, way out in the sticks. Probably won't have any Wi-Fi out there, but this mountain kind of dominates the entire area. Here it is, close up. Welcoming committee to a temple, very Western China, minorities. This is a Buddhist temple here. There's the temple. If you can read Chinese, you'll know what it's saying. And if you can't, learn Chinese.
How close do you want me to get?
Here we are at Baishang. And the embroidery, the ladies have been working here for years. Their quality and their focus is phenomenal, and their talent is even beyond that. All very talented. I can't see her face. And this is the senior student, right? Would you say?
Miao minority.
Oh yeah, okay.
Miao.
Oh yes, they're running with silk. It's so fine you can't even tell that it's silk.
Yeah, silk.
And she's a senior. Here we are, folks. Sunrise in Basha. So I pan away from the mountains and then include the entire street. It's the screen to keep us attentive until it starts, but look at this setting. This is quite unbelievable. The guy that designed the Beijing Olympics in 2008 designed this whole theater and its location. The show will start in 10 minutes, and you have that there, 3,000 seating. And here's the context in which it's held. You get to sit and look at that the entire time you're watching the program of the 28 minorities. Here's the first of the minorities. theme here is animals, nature and humans are intertwined, inextricably intertwined. But they sure got some strange combinations going here, I'll tell you. And here's the big lady of it all, Ms. Nature. A little cobra support there, never hurt anyone. And up we go, and the top half is human. There she is, in all her majesty. We got our yearly feast. It's a feast, and they're entertaining us before we eat. And quite a spread here, by the way. And there they are. Their aprons represent the moon, different phases of the moon, because they work at night. They work day and night. This is a matriarchal society. And men sit around and don't do much of anything, and the women work, and that's the way they want it. Here's a close-up. They're all minorities, and they all belong to the same family. We're a private home here. And they've agreed to treat us to dinner. We are at the banquet, the feast. There's the fish of the catch of the day. And there's ham, and there's a thing that looks like a pizza. And we got all kinds of food.
Berry one. What is it?
Hey folks, here we are on the way to Shangri-La. This is just the beginning, but it's a typical
There's that red rock we were looking at this morning, remember?
bus stop at the beginning of the Yangtze River. Right there it is. Guess I can go in a little further. Okay. And then it comes down around here. Really quite beautiful. Crossed here. Down the old valley here. Not sure what that is, a reservoir or something. And then it heads down the river here, way out into that valley. And that's where we're going to have lunch, where those mountains are coming down like that. That's where we're going to have lunch. In the meantime, I'm enjoying the valley, pagoda. There it is. I'll back off a little here. There's a little compound. Okay. Here we are where we usually eat our lunch, at the intersection of two rivers. And there's a waterfall, and I'm going to back out of that to give you the context of the waterfall. It's the intersection of many mountains coming up to a point. And they tell me that that is a bus station right there. Can you believe that?
Is that what that is on the left?
Yeah, that green thing is, they said was a bus station, but I don't know if it is anymore. It doesn't look like it. I'm going to ask her again if it changed. Big green bus station down there. Unbelievable.
It used to be where you changed yaks, but now...
Yeah, right. Exchange yaks. And here's the context. And in Shangri-La, the old town was preserved as a UNESCO city of the world, to be preserved. The old town. Here's what's left of it in this direction. Just burned out. There's not much left of the burned out city. And as you'll see in a moment, what's left is being rebuilt with brick. Brick, brick, brick everywhere. See that? But here's what's left of the old city. The old town. They've hauled away the wood, it's just rubble. And they are rebuilding the city so fast you can't believe it. Parts of Shangri-La, the biggest spiraling Buddhist prayer wheel. The whole building rotates. It's still there, as is the original temple, Buddhist temple. It got a little singed around the edges, but it's still there intact. So they survived it. But here's the fate of the rest. And all those buildings you see have been recently rebuilt with stone. There, back out to here is one of the last remnants of the old city that's left. Here we are, approaching Lhasa. Not much of a view today. Mostly overcast, and what you can't see is nothing but snow. Snow-capped mountains. There's the airport. Rice to hit hard. We're approaching saves us an hour and a half to the Lhasa. It goes right through the mountain, which used to be a 2.5 hour diversion, but now with the tunnel it's much quicker. Thank God. Here we all are at the most sacred temple in Tibet. We're in Lhasa. And down here is where they do their 1,000 prostrations a day, some of them. I saw a 73-year-old lady once, as I asked her how old she was. She did 73, one for each year of her life, she said. Well, can you imagine that? I'll bet most fat Americans couldn't do 3. Where you get down there and you see how you have those little sliding pads and everything. There they go. And you can go into the temple, no problem. And we'll do that tomorrow. But I'm amazed at how difficult that's. Like a push-up, a really hard push-up. The temple that's just a few blocks from our hotel, and it's one of the most sacred shrines in Tibet. It's where they did all the prostrations before that I showed you. Now we're in the courtyard. They're lining up for... God, look at these characters. Look at the face on this guy. I mean, he looks like something like right out of Dracula. Context in which they're doing all this, gorgeous. We'll be on the roof soon. I'll show you the mountaintops around. They're gorgeous. Everything's gorgeous. The room of 1,000 lights, they say. And I didn't stop to count them, but there's a hell of a lot of them. That's all I know. They go on and on beyond 6 or 7 more posts, but I can't see them all from here, etc., etc. Here I am on the temple, that we been in for the last hour. That little top piece on the thing is yak fur. They're that highly regarded in the society that they get top birth around here. And there's the big courtyard where they do the prostration. Let me see if I can see any. Yes, there's some right there. Right there. They've been able to do 1,000 a day. I don't know how they do it. Okay. Then we have the snow-covered mountains. Big mountains with no snow. Distant mountains with snow. Quite a view. Quite a view. The prayer wheels. That's the Buddha surrounded by 2 deer, because they claim that when the Buddha came out from underneath the tree, totally enlightened, the first 2 creatures that greeted him were 2 deer, and he gave him a lecture on the Buddha, on Buddhism. And there you have it, pretty much it. Ooh, there's the Jurkon Temple. I mean, Portola. I could stand here for hours and watch the parade of fascinating looking people. It's endless. Look at their cute little haircuts, and the mothers, and the little old ladies, and the pompous monks. Oh, here comes an old one. And look at that one. God, she's cute. Ooh, there's a good looking one. Can you imagine just standing here all day long watching this parade of fascinating people and their faces? I could spend weeks here without even half trying. Wow. Boy, I just got, within 2 minutes, I got 50 really unusual people in 2 minutes. 2 minutes. They got their canes, and they're coming around that corner. They just appear out of nowhere, and it's endless flow. Oh, he's got a fascinating face. Oh, look at that face. Yeah, fascinating. Wow, there's a fascinating one. Uh-huh. All right, I'm coming. And then it will shine right on the Portola, which is where we're going today. It's sitting on the highest ridge in the city. It covers 102 acres. That one building is covering 102 acres. It's where the Dalai Lama lived before he escaped to India. Now I'm going to wait for the real sunrise. Just like a Chinese painting. Here we are in the nunnery, as far as the eye can see. The nuns as seen through the yak butter. Excuse me, Dwebuchi. I keep running into pillars, that's why it's so jerky. Got a little Buddha coming out of his head. He was the main disciple of the Buddha. We're in the Tibetan hospital, as we do every time, and these are the scrolls. Here's 2 branches of the tree. And the left is healthy person, on the right is a diseased person. And then they go from there in diagnosing healthy and disease. Then there's the 3 branches. Are you hot person, cold person, or a neutral person? And they all determine different remedies. Hot, cold, and neutral. Then 4th branches. And I just tripped over somebody's backpack. You get into the 4th branches. The first 2 on the left are prevention, and the 2 on the right are remedies. So they start out with a principle of prevention, and if that fails, then they get into the 2 branches on the right, which are prescriptions and outside lifestyle changes with, exercise and diet and stuff like that. And then we're into the, I forget what this was. And then over here, different foods for different cures. And I have to study all this stuff. And here's one of my most fascinating, it's the breaking down the pregnancy into weeks and days. That the human fetus in the first couple of days and weeks actually has gills like a fish. And then is it absorbed? And then the fetus starts growing limbs. And then they call it the turtle phase. Turtle is still fish-like, but he has arms and legs, reptilian. And we go through the reptilian style with more and more complexity. And finally we end up with what they call the pig stage, which is mammal. We finally hit the mammal stage, and then we start sophisticating the mammal stage, and so forth. And the different weeks of pregnancy. And here's the delivery, how to do a delivery. It's certainly not laying down on your back like we idiots do. It's squatting. They squat. And then finally it's the medicines to give to the mother the days and weeks after pregnancy, the different medical medicines to take to aid in recovery from the birth and so forth, birth trauma. And there you have it. Fairly sophisticated for as old as it is. It's also quite simplistic compared to Western medicine and acupuncture, or I mean Chinese medicine. But there's certainly a lot of validity in their simplicity. This is a good, simple foundation, and it's valid, totally valid. Quite amazing when you can figure how old this stuff is, especially the intuitions of the development of the fetus. That's it. And here's the doctor doing diagnosis. He actually diagnoses all our pulses and tells us what he senses about them. It's my favorite part. So he's sensing Chris, what her need might be. No, not this Chris. This is the male version. and the gross version of the female.
That's the female
Yeah.
Chris.
Yes, female Chris. Okay, and we're all standing around watching them doing diagnosis right now. We are approaching the Portola finally. We're going through a 2-hour tour. There they are up ahead of me. Segment, it was the original building, and that's all there was.
Oh, really?
That's all there was for like 500 years.
The red and the yellow?
Yeah, the red and yellow. And then they started expanding out. And
They said it was where the Dalai Lama lived and the seat of the government, so did they expand to...
I don't know about that detail. But it's been growing everywhere in all directions ever since. From that red old segment. We go through there. We actually start off and go up these steps, and it's not easy.
Yeah.
You go this one, and then you go across that one, and then you come back across this way, and then you go across level, and you go in that door right in there, underneath those 3 black tapestries. Here we are, nearly the top of the Portola, looking out over the southwest, I would say. And there's the city that has grown around this place. Mind-boggling. We came across that arched bridge when we approached the city. Now here's the view from the northeast. Mountains shrouded in clouds. The big city, but right below us is a gorgeous new park that they just built about 5 years ago. Those are white swans down in that lake. I'm zooming in on them. And we continue on our way. More city. Oops, sorry. More city. More mountains. More city. And then you have the Portola, still quite a bit above us. Just shows you how high above the city we are. We're in the famous Sara Monastery. It's another offshoot of traditional Buddhism, another sect I should say. They have debates. This is a scholarly atmosphere. The old guys standing question the young new ones, and they ask a question. And the young one on the bottom will give an answer. And if the one at the top doesn't like it, he smacks his hands. So do you understand that? Palm to palm means I agree, and back of the palm to your palm means I disagree. Got a little excitement going here. It seems the more cameras there are around them, the more animated they get. The larger the camera, the larger the animation. Oh boy, he got the old beads in the face response. I don't see that very often. They slapped him alongside the head too. That must be some dumb student, all I gotta say. Boy, is he mad. Gotta pull up his pants first before he does something, before they fall down. Oh, he disagrees.
just one person, but the other don't go there.
Well, we
Then you
made
come
it.
back. Come on back. Go fast. Waves are fast.
We're heading up the mountain to a monastery. Here's the view on the way up.
Beautiful. You gonna go take the Bronco ride up back here?
Not bad. Where we've come from. And here's where we are. And needless to say, you're surrounded by prayer flags here at the top of the mountain. Now look at that. Wow. That's a lot of material. That could be the equivalent of 10,000 diapers for kids, couldn't it?
Yeah. Wow.
Wow, look at all those flags. Good Lord. It goes way up there. They go way across there. And then you come down, there's a second level here. There you have it, Prayer Flag Mountain.
What is the name of the mountain?
Oh, I just made it up. Prayer Flag Mountain. Why people live up here, it's because of views like that. Mind-boggling. Mind-boggling. That's new. Now I'm going to go around the other side. You can see where this valley goes to. And then we get over into this part. Snow-capped mountains. Can't beat that. Clear over to there, which leads down into the valley, miles and miles away. Can't beat that. Working your way up the valley here. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. Little stoop over here. More gorgeous valley. A little village right here. And there you have it. We are visiting a typical family, if there is such a thing. No door is without a yak head on top. They get all their sustenance from them. And right down here, and right off the steps is the mother. I understand these are all females in here right now. And they all have kids, just recently. And they're a little aggressive when they got kids, so we're not allowed to get too close.
Okay, now I can do it. I said, we'll see, because there are 3 people between us, and I'm not going down the hill. That's what I meant. When I say,
There we
we'll
go.
see,
Nice picture.
we'll see.
Boy, that one right there looks like he's quite born recently.
Yeah, those babies.
Can hardly walk.
You can't really see the babies.
He said they're all
Costume.
females, yaks or
Anyway,
Just all just females.
then we come over here, and here's the, oops, there she goes, Mr. The lady of the house. What the heck is
yeah,
that?
the males are yaks. But most of the butter and the milk come from the female yaks. And they're actually called beef. Yeah.
But you don't call them
A primitive place should be without their television antenna. This is the hostess with the mostess. The hostess with the mostess coming in the door. typical room.
Guest room.
And,
This a guest room?
Yes, guest room.
Ah,
And first let into the kitchen.
Oh.
In the kitchen.
okay, we're heading into the kitchen.
You want to see the yak dung? So here's a lot of yak dung in the kitchen.
Okay,
You
yes.
can see here.
Yak done in the kitchen.
After they made the dry
Oh, there it is.
outside, then they
Dried
packed
it.
in here.
It's all yak done. Clear up to the ceiling.
wow.
Boy, someone's been doing a lot of collecting. And that's what they burn for fuel. And that's a lot
So
of
the
shit.
winter
Look at that.
time, their heater is finished, then Dari go to sleep. So in their bedroom, no the heaters.
Oh.
So all they together here in this
They
kitchen.
stay in this.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
good.
normally,
They
if
sleep
the
right next to
family
their heater.
members more, they can bake little bigger kitchens. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mm.
Comfortable.
it's a kitchen bedroom combo.
Normally, what we said, near to the stove, there's the naga, right? So
Shrine.
Wow. Oops, sorry.
Probably the first dollar they ever made right there.
Can you,
Huh?
can you move so we can also take pictures of that?
Oh, no.
Please.
No how.
Here's the...
Oh.
wow, that's interesting. Way out there. Look at that.
Yeah.
All those
yes, this is for the
caves. Look like a cave back in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder what they're mining.
Well, is it
Anyway,
mining or
back to this house. Here's their bathroom. Think about it, 30 degrees below zero at 6 in the morning. And they come around the corner here, and you got 2 holes. And it just goes nowhere, I guess. Oh yeah, look at that. I'm going to get a shot of that. I'm going to zoom in on it. Look at that.
I think there's 2 of them actually.
This thing right here particularly. It's just carved right into that rock. Isn't that amazing? Bars on the windows or whatever it is, and
Yeah, I see that.
must be something valuable. And right above that they got the stairs and the little door going into the mountain. Wow.
I got quite a few
Yeah.
over around here where you originally spotted them. Look at how many dope caves or whatever.
Yeah, there are quite a few in there.
3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, at least 7, 8.
Look at that.
There.
Sure is. Not a bad view from their balcony either, I'll tell you.
Yeah,
It's amazing. Just amazing. Here we are at the Crazy Yak restaurant. This is our after dinner entertainment. You get the idea. Holy Christ. I can't take any more of this. I love you too. I didn't even turn this thing off. Well, he's obviously bisexual, is all I gotta say. Yeah.
Hey guys.
Here we go, leaving Lhasa for Chengdu. Typical gorgeous mountains everywhere. Nice little valley down there. Let's see if I can zoom in on it. Yeah, there it is. This is our last night banquet here. We're back in Chengdu. One more day and we fly out.
Great. Thank you very much.
And here's Rebecca presenting certificates to everybody that tolerated me that long.
Oh, thank you. Very nice. And then Mark gets to share his yak experience in.
Oh no, we're in high society here. We're in high society.
Yak experience.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Say that.
Huh?
Have they?
And I think you can read it from here.
Get their picture taken.
And there you go. They all earned it, I'll tell you. Anybody who spent 3 weeks with me has earned all kinds of stuff. Heading up the mountain, last day, Chichen. And this is what their idea of a, roadside bathroom. Only 1 out of 4 has a door on it. Is this unbelievable? Or what? Chichen, our last day in China. And we're at the temple called the Green City Temple. Because as you can see, it's quite lush around here. Newly planted trees. They were all planted by the founder of the Taoist temple where we're going to. About 800 years ago. And there's the actual entrance. It's quite famous in the country. Chichen, the Green City Mountain. All the little figures here in the temple entrance. They're really quite cute, actually. And some more. It's all over the place. Here's a cable car we're about to depart upon. Run by cable.
Okay, everybody, when the boat comes over here, be ready.
Yeah.
Landing craft, Rick.
And you'll see these lanterns later as we depart from the dock here. Comes our boat.
We have a cable that pulls the trolley cars up the hill.
Here comes the boat. We'll be on it. Receding from the dock. At nighttime, those lanterns are just gorgeous. But we're here in the daytime today.
I'll take a picture.
There's our driver of the cable. And here we are. There's our hostess with the mostess. My battery went out, so I had to do this, and everybody's gone. So that's what the boat looks like.
It's the path you can take up.
Yes, it's a maintenance. It's a maintenance path. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
So there's where we came from. Whoa. We just went through
Under a tower.
yeah.
These didn't swing back and forth like ski cars do. Go over towers.
This is a very fun thing to do.
I just love cable cars.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one's got a nice clean window.
You get the idea.
Nice.
We're heading up.
Yep, and up and over.
Heading up. Hate to have to climb this.
Through the bamboo and
Only 800 feet up.
There's Guan Yin, the goddess of mercy and compassion and wisdom and everything. Just came from.
Let's see if he'll take this time for me. There we go.
Here we are at the top. Here we are on top of my Jingjingshan, the temple where Zhang Daoling started Taoism, the Taoist religion. Taoism existed long before the religion got organized, but this is where it all got organized. He declared himself the Pope, and he was the first of many Taoist schools. And these rooftops didn't exist 3 years ago when I was here. There was one or two, but now, as you can see, there's quite a few. Now I'll show you the entrance to the cave. Here's the way up to the main shrine. Gorgeous flowers. This is the patriarch in there. Here's the cave of the master. He actually lived here for 60-some years. Maybe you can see that it's recessed in, and it goes quite deeper than this shrine that they built for him. This is the beginning of the cave. We're not allowed in there, of course. There's the master in there. I don't know why they made him look so fierce. See that face? Wow. Wouldn't want to meet a face like that in a dark alley. But he actually was one of the good ones, for my sense of things. Here we are, headed down the trail back to civilization, if you could call it that. And here's what it looks like to experience this trail. And all the interesting things that you see on it. It goes like this, mile after mile. One little resting place after another. Here's one. And notice all the vines. A lot of vines in there. Kind of hold the old structure up. And these are old redwood trees, Chinese version of redwood trees. And there's all these little places to stop along the way. Here's one of my little passageways, one of my favorite. Yes, there's Hangul. And of course it's got all the vines all over the place. And here we go. The ginkgo tree, 1,000-year-old ginkgo trees around here. See that? And down here's the English. You want to read it? I'm only doing one swipe, so figure it out.
Oh, wow.
I'm going to go over here. And there's where we're going, way down there. Three-tiered resting spot here. Somewhat unique. A little overdone. And there again are the, oh, look at that cute kid. There again you have ubiquitous vines. It's a second top to it that I had never seen before. cute. Just a little resting spot. Incredible tree over here. And down we go. As you can see, they put the pathway around the tree, and the other tree roots are coming in right behind them on the left. Very, very picturesque place. Circling another one of those rest stands with the, and there goes two more of us. And now I'll just follow them down, just for the heck of it. Bottom, because the rest areas are larger, and the guest houses where the workers stay that carry up their luggage. They stay there and wait for someone that needs their luggage or themselves carried up. So they'll carry up on a big stretcher if you want them to. And they don't charge much either. Were planted when the guy started the Taoist religion right here on this mountain. And they're the version of the redwood here in China. And they're all the way up and all the way down that mountain. And he lived at 35 AD, so these have been around for 2,000 years, some of these old trees. And it's very impressive, they're very impressive. And there goes our gang. Bridge is civilization. And there goes fearless leader and one of our guests. And then they'll go right through that rest area. With the vines, of course, ubiquitous vines. Look at his burden. Talk about burdens. Good Lord, look at that. And he's got about 2 miles to go straight up. But he's getting paid for it. Wow, what a job. Can't get over how much he's got on his back. Wow. Shit, there goes another one. Look at that. That's as tall as he is. Whew. This is the end of the river. And there they all go, over there. It's kind of sad. It's a gorgeous mountain. It's one of my favorite little hikes. Every twist and turn is something magical. And this is it. Here we are at the gate. Back to our buses. Life goes on in the Bland and the Banal. And here's where we were. Up that gorgeous mountain. We didn't get up that far, but we got the open spots down here. Well, folks, here we are, flying back. It's a great trip. And I still can't get over the angle of that wing flying up. We're coming into San Francisco, and I call this sunrise over San Francisco. We are in San Francisco, saying goodbye. Okay, we had a great time, I assume. All right. There, that's it.
He wants to make sure we stand still. He moves it with us.
Oh, God.
Should we do like a rock band?
Again, any semblance of harmony was just accidental.